Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a quick mommy makeup look. Something that you can do in 5-10 minutes. If you hurry up and you're in a hurry, or you know, you just want to look put together when you're taking the kids to school and not look like you did some drugs. Just saying. But anyways, so I did a quick look for in the morning when you wake up super early and you're in a hurry but you want to look put together. And then also how you can change that morning look to more of an evening look with no steps pretty much. So you can go ahead and pick the kids up from school looking different and more put together. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into the tutorial. Okay, so I went ahead and washed my face and went ahead and did my eyebrows because most of the time they take the longest. And not that many people have to fix their brows. So I like to go ahead and put chapstick on because my lips are always chapped. And I moisturize my face. And now I'm gonna put on my sunscreen just because you never know how long you're gonna be outside. Okay, so what I'm gonna do first, because we're in a rush, we're trying to get the kids to school, is I'm gonna take my concealer and I am going to just make a V under my eye. And myself, I have dark spots right there. I don't know what from. I like to just drag out a little bit right there. Now, if there was anything on my face, like a pimple, a spot that I wanted to cover, I would do that now. I like to get around my nose because I tend to be a little bit red there. There's nothing that I really see that I care to cover. The red splotchiness on me comes and goes. So, if you're in a rush, you can just blend it out with your finger. Or if you have time and you have it on you, oh my god, I have black stuff on me. Okay, I also forgot to mention that I always put an oil under my eye. This helps from your concealer creasing. So it can, you know, sometimes I use coconut oil and then sometimes I'll just use my finger real quick, put it a little bit under there. I'm gonna go ahead and use this brush because I had some stuff on my eye. And just gonna blend that out. Okay, so after I conceal under my eyes, I just like to take a setting powder. I use my RCMA powder, and I would just pour a little bit in, which it's gonna be. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a brush real quick, and I am going to set where I put concealer at. I like to go a little bit over my eyeball. Okay, so after you set where you concealed, then what I would do is I take my, what I would do is I just flip it over, whatever's in. So then I'd take my foundation brush and I would dip it into it, dust it off, and I would start pushing it into my skin. And I always like to lightly go over my eyeballs, even though I put concealer just one time, a very little bit, so it won't look so dramatic and white. But we do want to look refreshed. Alright, so then after you do that, then I would go to bronzer that you have. Take my bronzer brush, I would dip it in there, and we just want to give ourselves a little bit of color. So I'd go a little bit right there, corners of my ear, a very little bit across on my temples, across my forehead, under my jawline. So just go fast doing the 3 motion. Our kids, and again, it doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to look like we woke up early enough and cooked breakfast for our kids. When really we went through a drive-through, or we got them there in time for the school lunch. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so after that, you're gonna grab a blush, because a blush is always gonna make you seem awake. Don't forget the blush. So I like to use a light pink or a light peach. That's gonna make you see more work. Dip my brush in it. Wrong brush. Alright, so you're just gonna dip it, and then we're not gonna really focus on the apples of your cheeks, because you wanna focus almost on top of the bronzer. I like to always pat it in first, and then I can dust it up if I have to. Up here, and that just makes you look more refreshed. And don't worry if you get too much, just like I did. Always take that brush that you use to put your foundation with and buff everything in. Alright, so then the main thing that's gonna make you look awake is a light highlighter. My favorite light highlighter is by Hourglass. Mainly the one in the middle. They have a lot of really good soft highlighters. They're not gonna be like bam. But you want a little bit of a highlighter you just want to seem glowing from within. So I just like to mix all 3 in this palette. And then I'm gonna just lightly go right there, like a little C, or a half C, whatever you want to call that. Oh, never mind, you want to do a banana. Just make a banana on the side. I like to go down the bridge, like I said, a little bit of my nose. This is only if you want to, and if you're not that in a hurry, because sometimes I just don't even do it, but sometimes I'll dip my brush and my bronzer, and I'll go down the sides of my nose. Okay, so now for the eyes. If you want to, if you're that much in a hurry, just put mascara on and go. You'll look refreshed, you'll look better than you did when you woke up. If you do have a little bit of extra time, just take a flat, big fluffy brush. I like to just stir it in whatever bronzer I'm wearing, and I just windshield wipe it in the crease of my eye. Now this is just gonna give your eye a little more definition, you see? It just looks a little bit more done up, like you woke up and did a little extra. Now, if you really, really wanna look awake, you can either, and also you could just do that and then put mascara on and go. Now this is my favorite eyeshadow palette. It's dirty, but it's the Morphe 350. It's all neutrals. So this is my go-to. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this light shimmery color right here, and I just use my finger. I'm going to rub it in there, and I'm going to just put it on the inner corner of my eye and just pat it into the rest of my lid, but mainly focus it in the front. This is gonna make your eyes seem more awake and more done. Alright, as usual, I lost my eyelash curler, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just coat your lashes. Again, like I always say, don't worry about mascara falling on your makeup or going under your eye and stuff like that. leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Make sure you have Q-tips around. Leave it until you're getting ready to head out the door. I'm out of my brown mascara, but if you have a brown mascara, I don't have a brown mascara. So I'm just gonna attempt to use my Gimme Brow by Benefit, and it's always good to use a brown mascara to do the bottom, so it won't be so dramatic, but at least it gives your eye a little something something. Yeah, these are not made for eyelashes, but anywho, you get my point. Last but not least, I wouldn't do a lipstick because you can mess up. It could get on your teeth. You'll be in a rush. Always do a gloss. So it makes you look put together. Okay, now this is when you can take your Q-tip and see, it just dusts away everything, just lightly. You barely, don't even push, just lightly go across anywhere you feel like your mascara got, and it cleans. It just wipes away like a chalkboard. I say every time, and I mean it. And the best thing about powder foundation is it's not a mess. You don't have to worry about blending it all in. You just dust it over your face and go. So me, I'm dry combination, so a lot of the times my face is really dry. So if it is, after I would do this, I would take my setting spray before I head out the door, spray my face, and to me this makes all the powder soak in and blend and stay good together. So this would be my hurry up and get ready to take the kids to school. If I gotta run an errand, pay a bill, do whatever, this would be my look. Yup. Okay, so now it's the after. That first half, I really felt like I was taking the kids to school. I was panicking. I was like, don't talk, just do. But anyways, so now let's say it's the afternoon. I went ahead and just pulled my hair out. If you wanted to, if you had time, just pull your hair down, leave it up, whatever you want to do. I would just add me some earrings. Makes me a little bit more put together. Now, this is gonna be so quick. You can do either if you work before you go. If you had time, you can do this on your lunch break, or if you're a stay-at-home mom and you just want to lay around the house and hurry up and pick up before the husband comes home, but then you want to act like you did so much and he seen you that morning when you went out with this look, we'll make it look like we went above and beyond and we really didn't. So you can just leave this same look that you have on. And what I would do is take a brown eyeliner, and because you don't mess up with brown as much as black. And what I would do is I would just go across the top of my lash line. Alright, so I would just go across the top, and then you could just leave it like that. See how it looks more awake? And then you can also take your fluffy brush again. I would go right back onto this palette. Since we're not using a bronzer, I would just take a brown that was just a very little bit darker. Any of these darker shades, you're gonna lightly tap into them. I'm gonna just, look, I'm going all out. I'm gonna go to the bottom one right here, dust it off, and then you would just go a little bit in the crease, a little bit lower where you did earlier. Use most of the product at the end, and then windshield wipe the rest. Okay, and then You can also leave it like that. But me, and if you have a smudger brush, I like to smudge out that eyeliner I did on the top, make it a little smoky. And then only in the corner at your bottom, you can just do a very little bit. And again, I'm gonna smudge that. Give it that smoky look. And if you want it to, take that same color you used on your lid. Put a little bit in the inner corner. So having something bright on the corner and just a little bit of a smoky look at the end always makes your eyes pop. I feel. Put a little bit more dark on that one, so let me add some here. Okay, when you do that step, how I said, use the same one. You don't have to use the same one. If you do have a little bit of a smaller one at an angle that can fit in the crease more, it'd be easier. And easier is what? Faster. Okay, and then, optional as always, you can go back over with some more mascara. Okay, so you can also, like I keep saying, leave it at this. But if you have enough time and you want to, I would take a nude eyeliner and I would go in my waterline. And you can also use the nude waterline in the morning if you have time and you feel like it, because it makes your eyes look bigger, more awake. And okay, so this is the final look. Super easy. I'm going to pick my kids up from school. You just tweaked the first look a little bit and voila. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys have any more requests, also leave them in the comments or message me on my Instagram. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time.